So Block Tycoon got a major update that changed the entire game. So now I gotta remake all my farms. I thought the best one to start with was the tree farm. So I made this one that makes over 288,000 per minute on life 1 with the help of some of my friends. Thanks for the help, guys. And it only costs about 300k to make, but it's definitely worth it. Alright, so here is the tree farm. This thing makes approximately 288,000 money per minute on life 1, and it costs about 300,000 to make this entire thing. Of course, you probably won't need 300,000 like right now. All you need to do is make this like first row, and then once you start making money from this one, you can build a second row. You can just build off each other. So if you don't have 300k right now, that's totally fine. Before we get into the video, I linked some products, probably pop up in the corner right now. If you're interested, check them out. It'd be a great way to support me. But yeah, let's get into the video. Alright, so making this is really easy, and really to get started, all you need is about 19,000, because you need to be able to buy the sawmill, which costs 9,000, and at least an oak sapling, which costs 10,000. So yeah, make sure you have at least 19,000 before starting this, and then probably a little bit more just for observers, and then conveyors. Once you start placing one oak sapling and then one of these sawmills, you'll be able to sell oak logs for money, and you probably actually have a cobble farm making you money already. So getting started on these tree farms as early as possible is great. But yeah, let's get started. So the first thing you want is some grass. You need the sawmill, you need observers, you need at least oak saplings. I think it will only work with oak saplings, ghost gum saplings, pine saplings, and palm saplings. Palm sapling, of course, is the best. And then you also need a conveyor, and then a diagonal conveyor, and then I'll get to these parts later. But yeah, so to start, I'm just gonna start making one row. So you want to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 grass, just like this, and then you want to get just any block and place it on top of your grass like that, and then get your sawmill out and rotate it so that the hollow part is facing inwards, just like that, towards the grass. And then you want to place that on the block that's elevated above your grass row. Then you can break this one. So it should be like this, with your sawmill up and to the right, just like that. And then place all your sawmills along the row, just like that. And then you want to get your observers out and place it so that one observer is on the end of the row, just like this, and the green part should be facing in towards all the empty sawmills like this. And then you want to rotate twice, just like that. So now when you place this observer, it should have the green part pointing towards the green part of the other observer. And then you want to place the rest of the observers the same way that you have this one. So the green part should be facing towards this one. As you can see, it creates this chain reaction, and they infinitely turn on and off, which will power your sawmills. Alright, and now you can place your saplings on the grass, just like this. And then you want to get your conveyors out and go under the sawmill, and you want to place conveyors all going in one direction. And by the way, I should have said this earlier, but make sure you have at least 5 blocks open on the right side here, so that you can have your industrial parts. And then you want to get on top of your tree farm, just like this. Get on the end in the direction that your conveyors are going, so like this. And then you want to get diagonal conveyors out, and then point your diagonal conveyors up and to the right, like that, and place it right there, right where your oak logs come from, just like this. And then you want to press rotate once, so that the arrow is now pointing up and to the left, and you want to place that right there. And then make sure to collect any blocks that are just sitting still. So now you should have diagonal conveyors like this coming out of your tree farm. Alright, so now you want to get the plank maker, the stair maker, the tile maker, the fence maker, and then like a conveyor and your cash block. And you need 2 of all of them, 2 plank makers, 2 stair makers, 2 slab makers, and 2 fence makers. And then you want to place them in this order right here, coming out of your diagonal conveyors. So you want to place the plank makers, the stair makers, the slab makers, and then the fence makers. And then I'm going to place 1 cash block right here, and then with a conveyor going into it from the other fence maker. And then make sure to collect any blocks that are stuck, that are inside of your industrial parts right here. And yeah, this is 1 row completed. As you can see, that was super easy. It only took like a few minutes. So yeah, I'm gonna show you how to add more rows, and then we can be done. So to add more rows, just go behind your current row, and then add 5 blocks again of grass, and then add just a block right there, same as before, and then have a sawmill with the hollow part pointing inwards onto that grass block that you just placed. Then you can break that, and then you want to complete the row with all these sawmills facing the same way, just like this. And then you want to get your observers out and place one on the end, just like that, with the green part facing inwards towards the empty row over here. And then you want to rotate your observer twice and place one on the end just like this, with the green part facing towards the green part of the other one. And then you want to place the rest of the observers on that one just like this, so all the green parts are facing towards this one's green part, and it should have this chain reaction happening now. And then you want to get your conveyors out, place them along just like this, and then of course place your saplings in this row. And then you want to get your diagonal conveyors, jump up here, and then have one diagonal conveyor pointing up and to the right, and then press rotate, and then one up and to the left just like that. Collect anything that's not moving. Alright, and then you want to get your plank maker, stair maker, slab maker, and fence maker, 2 of each of them, and then place them in the order plank maker, stair maker, slab maker, fence maker. And then you just want to get your conveyors out and connect it so that you can sell all of the stuff coming out, and then make sure to collect anything that's not moving over here. That is how you add more rows. And then of course you can scale as far as you want horizontally. So for this one I went 5, but you can go as much as you would like, because the more you add, the more money you make. But yeah, as you can see right now, I'm making 5,000 a second. I mean, I am on life 101, so you guys will probably not be making anywhere near this on life 1. This is still a really good farm, compatible with life 1, and it will get you to life 2 pretty quick. Just whenever you get enough money to start making a new row, start making a new row, and in no time you'll have 1 million money and you'll be able to get to life 2. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope the tree farm is able to help you get to your next lives and all that. But yeah, make sure to join my Discord server, like, subscribe, and comment your favorite color. I don't know. Goodbye.